What's going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to another Crystal of Atlan video. That's right, guys. You're looking at MYSTRIX. The brand new class, MYSTRIX, is out, and man, is it ever a blast. I've been having so much fun playing this class. So we're going to do a little bit of a breakdown about everything this class has to offer, plus show you guys some actual gameplay. Now, keep in mind, this is a brand new class that has just been released, so I have not had time to level it up, or at least got it leveled up, or at least gear it up, I should say. So we're getting in with, like, pretty much the most bare minimum null to do elite HEXCHESS. So we're going to show you guys that gameplay, but we're going to talk a little about everything this game has to offer currently for that class and what you should expect when you log in and create it. Now, first off, the class itself is a gunner class. You guys can see she looks phenomenal. And I mean, like, phenomenal. They've done an incredibly good job making this class look absolutely gorgeous and amazingly fun to play. We're talking about insane AoE damage. We're talking about good burst damage. We're talking about single target damage and a lot of kiting abilities for this to be probably, in my opinion, currently the most fun class to play in the game. So first thing you're going to note when you jump in, guys, is when you go into the class, you're going to see this new little armed assault quest. It's for 45 days or so that you get to do this, and essentially it allows you to grow your character faster. Yes, you do have to start from scratch in the beginning, but all of your daily quests, all of your dungeon quests, all of your growth quests give you guys an obscene amount of points to get yourself some free loot, including epic circuits, potions, revivals. Sometimes you're going to get yourself some armor enchantment stuff as well too, plus a ton of gold and hunts, and as well as catalysts. So there's a lot to be offered here, guys. So definitely worthwhile jumping in here and doing this class and getting these done every single day. Another thing here, you guys can see there's a brand new MYSTRIX Spy Codex, which essentially is another battle pass for her. A lot of free loot again, and if you are going to go pay to win side of it, you still get some other things as well. So that's been introduced, and full frontal is also something that's being offered. Now, these are extra buffs to give the MYSTRIX a faster chance to grow, and also give your account a faster chance to get more things like gold, EXP, and you guys can see here there's something called a bingo card, right? So whenever you team up and do dungeons, you'll get these bingo cards, and as you collect them, you'll get to do this bingo event, which allows you to get, again, more loot along the way, including a very coveted pink gear insignia and more to come along. So very, very cool events, guys, to get you guys going and getting the ball rolling for this class. Now, when it comes to this class, a couple things I want to note out. As I mentioned, it is a burst class. There's really, really good AoE as well too, and there's a lot of cool things that this class has to offer. So we're going to show you guys some actual gameplay, but before I go on to gameplay, let's talk a little bit about the character themselves. Okay, so first thing I want to talk about is the skills. So the following skills have been set up for this character. All right, now you guys can see right here, I'm just going to go up here at the top. First thing you're going to have is when wearing medium armor or flex armor, gain additional attributes. This effect is affected by the armor level, quality, and enhancement. So you guys can see you get more strength, more physique, more P attack, and critical damage. Those are the main stats for this class, believe it or not. Okay, that's what this class ends up using. Right over here, you guys can see for the P crit, you want as much crit as possible for this class because she'll do an insane amount of damage. And you can skip this one completely and go to this one here, which is called Special Quick Recovery. When energy is less than 1 gauge, you can use Special Quick Recovery, which will consume all current energy upon use. This is a 20-second cooldown. Then over here, you guys can see after dodging an enemy's attack, the last moment you gain resonance energy. If you're already in resonance duration goes +2. This is a really, really fun skill. Look at this. Look how fast she moves. Crazy, crazy animations there. And you guys can see right away, the main thing with this class, with the skill, is the fact that she's so quick to maneuver that you just do your move and just get right out. And also the physical damage on this is pretty damn cool too. So there's that skill right there. This one over here is you using your shotgun. Really strong, powerful move as well. And clearing all weapon charge stacks also deals more damage on the opponents. Over here, you guys can see the MYSTRIX weapon case can transform into 4 different weapons: shotgun, sniper rifle, floating cannons, and a motorcycle. That's right, and a motorcycle, and a powerful charged pistol. Each time you use a skill with a different weapon type, the previous one you gain 2 stacks of weapon charge up to a maximum of 20, and each stack will give you guys more power. Okay, so keep that in mind, and it's incredibly fun to use. Right over here, you can see the motorcycle skill. Transform the weapon case into a motorcycle, swiftly slide in a circular motion ahead, gathering all enemies. It's a great way to vacuum enemies, especially if fighting AoE. Over here, you guys can see target prey has 0 chance of escaping. Tide radius now continuously pulls enemies in. So that's a good way to vacuum people in and keep like AoE targets together. Transform your weapon into a floating cannon. You guys can see that keeps people juggled in the air. Great way to do some air combos and massive amounts of damage. Over here, you guys can see the actual, you're your character will now return to the starting point. So instead of ending up where you were like after you do the move, now you'll actually just end up in the place that you started the move, which is actually convenient because you can just go right to the next move and be very close to the enemies. Over here, you guys can see the sniper roll. This is probably my favorite one. That sniper shot does insane damage. You guys can see she's charging up there and bam, huge damage. Over here, you guys can see this one transforms into a shotgun. Not only does it do a shotgun, but also shoots lasers from the air, and you gain 2 additional stacks of weapon charge with this. This skill over here called Rain Song, the excitement for dancing grows. Phase Waltz applies vulnerable on enemies. Now you can do 5% more damage on the opponent for 10 seconds. This over here is Nightlight Concerto. This one is really cool. She drives the motorcycle into the enemy and just pretty much leaves it on there with it running. It's such a cool move. And then also you can see right here, you can kite around and just shoot missiles. And the cool thing with this one in PvP especially is when you're cycling around like this, you can just stay away from the enemy and just continuously attack them while you're casting this. Either go close to them or run away. Kiting maneuvers are incredible with this one, right? All right, next passive over here, casting Gunfire Bloom reduces cooldowns of all skills. This is a must-have. This one over here, once the engine is ignited, it never stops. Reduces its cooldown for every 10 hit combo up to a maximum of 3 times. So you can do this move more often whenever this procs. And then over here, this is one of the ultimates, okay? Polyphony, Eternal Joy. Great damage. Also gain 4 stacks of weapon charge. You guys can see over here the enhancement for gunfire. This is so cool. I love this move because you can just shoot from a distance, keep your distance as well too, and move away. You guys can see all of these things will do different effects on each one, so you guys can read over that one. So shotgun gains an 8% damage bonus and a 20% max HP shield, both lasting for 10 seconds. Sniper rifle gains 2 to 4 additional weapon charges. Motorcycle deals up to additional 22% of damage as a multi-hit electro damage. Floating cannon deals additional 33% as physical damage, and this skill is a must-have. You absolutely want to get this. All right, next up over here, you guys can see now with Curtain Call is not the end. This is what I was referring to, the floating cannons. They are so much fun to use. It's probably got to be my favorite move of hers just because it's just such a cool looking laser move, and at the end it just shoots a little nuke, but you can also move around. You're not standing still, so that's one of the best things about this character. There's really no standing still. She literally is kiting at all times. Okay, and then you can see absolute domination. Only by developing feelings for toys can one achieve domination. Increase the attack for Curtain Call, and now you do additional 13 beams instead. Over here you guys can see the Sonata of Casualty. This is actually such a cool move. Transforms the weapon case into a sniper rifle and enters a focused sniper mode, allowing you to freely aim and fire at enemies by tapping the skill of B attack up to a maximum of 4 shots. Massive damage. And then this is her ultimate here, Araya Stellar Frenzy. This is the one you get at level 60. Cause your weapon case to enter full power clock mode, then ascend into the air and immediately launch an all-around strike across the entire battlefield, destroying everything within sight with devastating firepower. Gain 5 stacks of weapon charge when doing this. So there you guys go. That is the setup for the configuration. These are the moves. These are the ultimates. And we're going to jump in right now and show you guys a little bit of combat power with the training dummy, and then I'll show you guys some hex damage as well too. All right, let's get back into it. Alright guys, so here's some of the skills on the training dummy, okay? You guys can see how quick she attacks, right? And this is what I meant by cutting. Look at this. This is the Curtain Call right there. You guys can see when she gets the resonant right here. This move here would normally launch people in the air. You can do your air combos. Overall, she's got great attacks and amazing range. That's one of the things you cannot underestimate here with her. Her range is actually impeccable because not only is she good at close quarter combat, but she can hit from very far and medium range as well. So this is what I was talking about, the cutting with the motorcycle, right? You can just go all the way out there, just ride the motorcycle around while enemies try to get you, and you can see it's pretty much non-stop, right? There's just lasers, pink everywhere, purple everywhere. It's just incredible amounts of damage at a very quick pace. And once you get this character maxed out and boosted up through HEXCHESS, getting all your gear, getting her enchantment, I think she will probably be the best, if not one of the best current characters out in the game. The only 2 I think might stand a chance against her is most likely going to be the Warlock, which is really hard to beat for the most part, and also some Berserkers out there. But if you use this character correctly and gear her up, sky's the limit with damage, right? I can only imagine how much damage she's going to do. So I'm very excited to get her geared and kind of show you guys how she does. Now, my current gear is I'm still working on getting. I think I just got null 5,000. So this character just hit level 64 3 days ago maybe. So we're talking about fairly fresh, right? And there's nothing currently saved up for her. So we're kind of have to work from scratch. So you guys can see some of the moves that she's doing here. We're going to now jump into a hex chest video for you guys. No more chatting. I'm just going to put some music on, check out the gameplay. Remember, I am playing with massive whales here who have been using this character since day 1. This is a brand new character, but this is just to kind of show you how she performs overall in a group of massively big whales who are carrying the team. All right, guys, enjoy the video.